But now I'm teaching them how to choke people out.
Well, when I saw you at the Wing Fling, I was starstruck. I was like,
I appreciate that.
I told you. I was like, oh my God, now, because I watch you all the time. I'm like, holy shit, here's this guy.
I appreciate that. Brian, get my robe for me, please.
Hang on, I gotta back this camera up. I can't fit your head.
I was just gonna say.
Hey, my head's not that big. It's normal sized. All right. Might have heard that. I may have heard that once or twice before in my life. Located in the heart of West Pittston, Pennsylvania, Luca Pizza brings bold pizza flavor and sandwich creations inspired by New York-style classics. With its own creative flair, whether you're craving a crispy Brooklyn-style pizza, specialty strombolis, hearty parm subs, or fresh salads, Luca delivers quality and taste that keeps the community coming back. Visit them at Luca Pizza, 200 Wyoming Avenue, West Pittston, Pennsylvania, 18643. From garlic knots to gourmet sandwiches and weekly specials, Luca Pizza is the go-to spot for comfort food with a kick. Just like our food fight episodes, big thanks to them for supporting our show and fueling our foodie debates. Looking for the perfect grooming experience for your pup? Welcome to Carley's Fairy Tale Dog Grooming, located 8 North Main Street in Pittston. We offer boutique-style grooming with a focus on quality over quantity. Your furry friend will enjoy a cage-free, stress-free environment where they will feel comfortable and pampered. At Carley's, we make sure every dog leaves feeling and looking like royalty. Call 541-410-9582 or stop in today to book your appointment at Carley's Fairy Tale Dog Grooming. Welcome to the Food Fight Podcast. I'm your host, Brian DiMattei, and we have a sweet treat coming today. I'm here with the owner of Cinnfully Sweet, Joe Wascavage. Welcome to Food Fight.
Thank you for having me today.
Said the last name right?
You got it, man.
After I said it, I was like, was that wrong? We just said it a minute ago too, you know? Well, the table is, the shirt is fantastic.
Thank you.
Because that's the kind of six-pack that I appreciate. Yeah. A six-pack of cinnamon rolls.
I've been working a long time on this six-pack.
The good news is it's easier to get a cinnamon bun six-pack than it is to get a regular six-pack.
100%.
Yes, and it's a lot more fun too.
Absolutely.
A lot more fun. But you could also eat sweets and pizza and get a six-pack. It is possible. So I'm getting right into it, Joe. We're here to talk about your business, Cinnfully Sweet. We're looking at the first time I met you was at the Wing Fling.
Yep.
And that was back in July.
Yep.
Oh, July. Oh my God. Let's go back to July.
Hot.
Let's go back to July.
Very hot day.
It was very hot, but outside today is extremely rainy.
I am soaked.
Yeah, you got drenched from. Is that shirt dry?
No.
That shirt is wet?
I am wet, yeah.
You want a dry 570 shirt?
No, I'm good.
No, you're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Yep.
I offered.
I told my listeners and my followers there are food fight shirts coming on. Converge Works have been great with that. I have been the procrastinator behind that one. So they're coming. They're coming. I work in very weird ways. I work in very ways.
Put me down for one, XL.
Absolutely. I definitely got you. There's definitely different styles. So let's get right into it. We were just talking about, it seems like it's an ongoing theme here on the Food Fight page. Food Fight Podcast is food businesses that were around or started around the COVID-19 pandemic.
Correct.
Because I know first time in my lifetime, probably yours too, we're probably around the same age, aren't we?
I'm 43.
I'm 44, just a few years older, just a year older. 43 is a good number though. But it just seems like a lot of people either needed to get creative because it was either going to fold up, get creative, do something else because the times have changed. It was such a crazy time. Not going to dive in too much into, but you experienced it. And what came out of it for you was this brand new business. All these beautiful sweets that I'm seeing at the table. The first thing I ate, you gave me that. Well, first thing I ate was that dessert wing.
The Cinnamon wings, yeah.
During the Wing Fling. So a shout out to the Swayersville Wing Fling. Excuse me. But Joe, you made what I'm staring at right over there. Let's get the box open.
Yeah. So I brought some for you today.
Let's crack open to this. You told me don't eat breakfast.
I said don't eat breakfast.
I was up at 6:30 this morning. Me and my friend, we were working out together at Planet Fitness in Pittston. All I'm thinking about is food. Get home at 9 o'clock. I'm like, I'll have a coffee, and then I'll wait for the sweets.
Wait for the sweets, man.
Brian, you ever try this?
Nope.
We're already eating.
I'm in.
Come on up, baby.
So
come on up, baby.
So the funny story on these, and we were just talking about it, is So I've done the Wing Fling for 2 years now.
Yeah.
And the first year when I went to get into it, I always like to do something.
Would you say? Hold on. Would you say, Brian? Give me a drum.
Oh, there's drums and flats in there. There's drums and flats.
There's icing cheese here.
Icing cheese.
It's not blue cheese. It's
that
icing.
Doesn't sound so good.
I know. I thought about that. But I said that. How good is that?
I'm gonna try it.
What are we? I know you were literally just explaining something.
Yeah, that's okay.
But I was totally unfocused on the dessert wings.
No problem. So
tell us exactly what we're eating.
So
here.
what this is a cake pop style cinnamon roll. So it is a cinnamon roll that literally I chop up, mush all together, hand shaped so it looks like a wing, dip it in chocolate, and I dip it in. I hope that's good laughter over there. Dip it in chocolate and dip it in cornflakes. And it looks like chicken.
Brian, I already made a mess.
It's all right. I'm making a mess over here.
I already made a mess.
That's fine.
Next episode will be a wing mess.
Wing mess.
Real
Nice.
wing. Oh, we're going to lightly talk for a couple of minutes because I'm going to finish this.
No problem. So what I was saying is, so the Wing Fling, when I did it the first year, I wanted to make something specific for that vendor show, that festival. And my mind was kind of going to say, all right, how do I make chicken wings and cinnamon rolls in one? And the only couple ideas that some people had was, put some hot sauce and blue cheese on a cinnamon roll, and had a couple people gag at the idea. And I wasn't going to do that. And I kind of had this aha moment where I was like, well, why don't I just make it look like a chicken wing? And I tried it, and it turned out great. The first year we did, I think I made about 90 orders of them, and I sold out within 10 minutes of the second day. And so then this past Wing Fling, I did 200 orders of them, and we also sold out of those as well. Because it's like a novelty item.
Oh.
Kids see it, people see it, they're intrigued, they want to try. And truth be told, it does come with, when I do the show, barbecue sauce, which is hot fudge and caramel, and some green apple licorice celery sticks.
I remember.
But last night I was like, I got to make these for the show tomorrow, and I didn't have any of that stuff on hand. So
this is all I needed.
So this is like 90% complete here.
This is all the Bryans needed.
Okay.
Was this.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. Feed the Bryans.
Feed the Bryans and you'll make it out alive.
Nice.
Do I have wing on my face?
No, you're good, man.
right.
You're good.
All right. So that was a great start to the show.
Awesome.
Because that's exactly what I was looking for. I'm glad you brought those because I've been thinking about them ever since I had them. First hot wing I ate, the Wing Fling, my mouth was on fire. Oh, it was so unenjoyable. I don't know if the other ones were hot after that.
You couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell. I was able to tell the ones with the blue cheese in the sauce.
Oh, in the sauce.
The sauce looks lighter on
like
the wing.
like a lava sauce.
Lava would be good if it rolled over and burned it up.
Okay.
And I wouldn't have to eat it.
Yeah.
But you could tell which wings had the blue cheese in the sauce because
Gotcha.
the sauce, you see the wing sauce, right?
Little chunkies in it.
Yeah. Even, no, not even that. The color. Orangish, right? But then when you get the blue cheese in there, it's more like an offset orange. You could tell that some white was added
like
to
a
it.
blush.
Like a blush sauce. Yeah. We used to make a blush sauce. Remember Marvelous Mugs up in Music?
No.
Up by Channel 16?
No.
Right now it's Malzoni's. They're out of business. By the Hampton Inn. When you drive by
I know where it's at, but
Okay.
I was never up there, yeah.
they were in business. I worked there for a very long time when I was younger. And they made a pasta. It was called the Rasta Pasta. It was
Rasta
a blush
pasta.
sauce.
Yeah.
All it was Alfredo and marinara mixed together.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Simple. Shrimp and chicken, though. That was a weird, interesting combo.
Together.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Shrimp and chicken. Dry chicken, too, bro. Like chicken cubes.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to work on that line. You're working a restaurant business before?
That's how I started, man, since I was 15 years
Let's
old.
get into it.
All right.
That's fucking awesome.
I'll give you the whole story if you guys have like 4 hours.
Oh, wait. we got time. We got time because I have I started working in the restaurant. I was 15, 16 years old. I was a bus boy. But that's awesome. I didn't know that was, like I told you, usually I do a little pre-interview.
Yeah.
but I've kind of been rolling a little freestyle lately, and now I'm finding this out. Now let's get into it. So before we get into the creation of Cinnfully Sweet, let's get into your restaurant background and what got you geared up and experienced to do something like this.
Okay. Yeah.
Get in whatever you got.
So I was probably the odd kid where on Saturday mornings, instead of sitting there watching Looney Tunes and all those Saturday morning shows.
Remember Nintendo Pro? Whatever. Remember the Nintendo game? Nintendo show cartoon?
No, I don't remember Nintendo.
It was called Nintendo Power. I think the game was. It was like the guy got sucked into the TV. Brian, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the glove and stuff.
The guy got sucked into the TV. He had like the Nintendo shirt on, like the Letterman jacket.
And he had the Power Glove?
Yeah, and he got sucked into the TV. And then he was a cartoon. Now he's hanging out with like Donkey Kong, King Hippo from Mike Tyson, Punch Out.
No.
All these type of guys. Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, here's why. Because I was watching.
Sorry, I went into nostalgia land for a second.
That's okay, man. I was watching cooking shows. I had this fascination when I was a kid of just, I would watch. I mean, the old ones, Julia Child, The Pheasant Chef.
I was right there with
Graham
you.
Kerr, all these people. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Emeril Lagasse, when he was cool.
Bam!
You know. Then he changed. Things got weird after a while. Then he kind of fizzled out.
Why'd the crowd get so amped up every single time he put some garlic and some shit?
I don't know. It was the essence. And you know what? I had that essence. It wasn't that good. He was bam.
Like he would over garlic his food in a way just to get like the ratings on it.
Well, I think people loved it.
I loved watching it though.
People loved it because nobody else was doing that. Yeah. Everybody else was just, this is what you do. And
does he still have like a clean? Did he ever get in trouble with bullshit? A lot of these chefs got into some hot water.
I don't think so.
I don't think he did. I never heard anything bad about Emeril. No. He just does bad infomercials now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your Saturday mornings are full of cooking channels, Channel 44. Yeah. That one lady, what's her name? The way she talked, everything like that.
There was Julia Child. And then, I mean, there was a show called Two Fat Ladies, or these British cooks. And I mean, like, they'd be sitting there talking about making things like bubble and squeak. Like, I don't even know what it was. Like, and bangers and mash and all this stuff. And
bangers. I think a banger right now, baby.
and I loved it.
That's a hot dog, right? A banger?
Like a sausage, I think.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And so
I remember that show they would go out on the scooters.
Yeah, it was them. Yeah. See, you know.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
Yeah. And so then I, growing up and just watching that, I kind of just one day said to my mom, I'm like, Mom, can I use the stove? And I was probably like 12 years old, and she's like, yeah, just be careful, don't burn yourself. And I remember the first thing I ever made, and it was candied orange peels. That's what it was. I wanted to try. I wanted to do it. And
candy orange peels.
Yep.
Huh?
You take the rind off the orange and you boil it in simple syrup, and then you dust it in sugar. And I spent hours, what it seemed like, and then I finally got it done. And I was like, this just really isn't that good. And
I was going to ask, did you bring any of those with you?
No, I don't have any of those. And so then it just kind of transferred into this like more and more of me into the kitchen, and I really, really liked it, and I became really comfortable in the kitchen. And then my first job, I worked at a bed and breakfast here up on 315. I worked there, and I knew the family, and started honestly cutting the grass up there. They had horses, and it was working in the horse stalls and doing all that. And then I was like, hey, I'd kind of like to get in the kitchen a little bit. And so they started showing me some things, and then it kind of led into me helping them out with doing the breakfast on, Saturday or Sunday mornings, which was really, really cool. And then, graduated, and then I went to LCC. I got my associate's degree in food production management. Meanwhile, while I was going to LCC, I worked at Wegmans full time. And I was one of the, call it a chef. The technical term was a cook too up there. That's what it was. And I got to learn some of the, bigger scale, like things that you do in the world, not just like cooking for even like a line in a restaurant. You're talking, you got to get stuff ready for, hundreds of people a day, and then there was, the holidays, everybody was like, get ready, because here it comes. And it was huge. And then after that, we opened up a family restaurant in Wilkes-Barre. It was down on Pennsylvania Ave. My aunt and uncle were the owners. It was called the Chill Grill. We worked, like I said, 17 years we were there. We were open all through COVID. And during that time, I learned my my time management skills, my quickness, my speed, all those things that you need to be successful in a restaurant, line cook, chef, whatever you want to call it. So COVID happened, and I still worked through COVID, and I went down every day. Some days we had no people. Some days we had 5 people. And I kind of had this idea where I wanted to make some extra cash. So this business wasn't out of necessity. This was out of a hobby, out of a side gig. Who doesn't like extra cash? And so I started making them, and I started selling 24 cinnamon rolls a weekend.
That was the first thing you made, was the cinnamon rolls?
This guy right here. This is the beginning
That's
of the
OG?
That's the OG right there.
I could use a cinnamon roll, Brian. What do you think?
Yeah,
we'll listen to a little bit more. Like, let me let the first thing digest just for a second.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to be too what's the word I'm looking for?
Overzealous.
What's one of the deadly sins?
Glutton.
I don't want to be too glutton, but it's going to turn into it today.
It's here. This is judgment-free zone. That's what they told me when I walked in.
All right, so the cinnamon rolls, you're probably a little bit bored during COVID. No action, right? A lot of time to think when you were working.
Yes and no. I mean, it's not that I was bored. It's just to always have that. Man, maybe I was a little bit bored. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I always have to have something to do. My wife will say, Well,
think about it. If you were working the whole time during the COVID, you had nobody or 5 people. It's a slow day behind the line.
Right.
You get a lot of time to reflect and think about things, and you're like, let's make some fucking cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way either.
Yeah. I know. I'm not saying you did, but I'm just saying, like, if I was, that's when I do some of my best thinking when, I'm at work, but there's nothing going on, and I was like, let me daydream for a little while.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay, man. No problem. So started with 24 a weekend, and got some gas money for my car, and it was great, and I was happy with that.
Who'd you sell them to?
I sold them up at Brace's Orchard out in Dallas.
Okay.
And so what ended up happening was I was kind of honestly toying around with the idea of, like, what if this could get bigger and better? And so I went completely old school with it. And now we live out in the country, and so when I say neighbors, it's not like you walk door to door. You got to drive a little bit to get there. So this was in, I think it was December of 2020. I literally, mask and all, took a bunch of cinnamon rolls, and I went around my neighborhood, and I drove up.
You told me that.
Yeah. I knocked on the door, and I said, "Hey, I'm Joe. I live right up the road. I'm selling these up at the orchard, and, here's one to try." And a lot of people were like, "Wow, that's cool." And some people I didn't know got to meet, and some, "Hey, Joe, how's it going?" I knew them, and they're like, "Oh, that's great." And so then I started noticing that the orders were getting bigger, and I was like, "Okay, well, if I expand it, I'll get more orders." And so I did that. I started going to some local restaurants, Hillside Farms, places like that, and just started giving out free stuff and said, "This is what I offer. Do you want to buy it?" So I could sell it and get more of that extra cash that everybody loves. And so in the blink of an eye, it turned into consuming my life completely. I was working, probably by now about a year went on, and I was working my, 40 plus hours at the restaurant, and then racing home to now work on my business. And it started wearing me out pretty good. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, cramps in my legs, my hands were locking. I was just overworking myself. And I said, okay, I can't keep doing this. What do I want to do? And honestly, the thought process and the decision of starting this business full time was without a doubt the hardest thing I've ever had to make in my life, because I'm married. I have 2 daughters. And it wasn't just me messing with my job. It was me messing with our lives. If it didn't work, what's going to happen?
Right. That's scary.
Very scary.
Yeah, that's scary.
So talked about it for weeks and probably months. And my wife was like, if you think you could do it, do it. And I said, I don't want to be that guy who's like 80 years old and looks back on his life and thinks, man, what if I would have done it? I'd rather know I failed than not have tried.
I love that.
So I quit my job. And up until that point, I wasn't really like official. I had like my name and everything. And so once I went official with it, I, got my business insurance and all those things you need to do, registered with the state. And then I was official, and then I was ready to go. And then like the first couple weeks when you're kind of on your own completely and you're used to working, and then you get a paycheck every week and that paycheck isn't there, you're kind of like, all right, maybe
now I have to hustle.
Maybe this wasn't the right choice. Joe, just work a little bit harder. So I'd work a little bit harder. And, now fast forward to 2025, I have been full-time with it for almost 4 years. And I have over 20 wholesale accounts that I do. I do as many vendor events as I could do. And it is not all cupcakes and rainbows, I guess you could say, because sometimes people think, oh man, you're a business owner, you must,
cupcakes and rainbows.
Yeah, cinnamon rolls and rainbows.
Yeah, I like that.
You make all this money, and it must be so easy. No, I work 7 days a week. My days start at 4 a.m. There's days where I work 18, 20 hours a day. Positive side of all that is I do work from home, so I'm an at-home bakery. I'm inspected by Department of Agriculture.
Nice.
Everything is legit. And done the way it should be. So that aspect of the business isn't so bad, because instead of me being off-site somewhere, I'd never see my wife and kids. So for me to do it at home, even with the long hours, I still get to be with my family, which is definitely the most important thing to me.
That's great, because the restaurant business sucks you in. You worked at the Chill Grill. What was the most popular dish there? What was the kind of food was it?
Cheesesteaks.
Okay.
We did wing bites. We did salads. That. Yeah, a lot of stuff like that.
When you could do that type of stuff, right? Hoagies, burgers, fries, some wing bites and wings. When you could keep it simple and do that stuff right, people come back to that kind of stuff. Like I have a list in my head of where I go for that stuff specifically.
Oh,
There's a reason why I rotate 3-4 pizza places for slices, My one friend laughs at me. She goes, it cracks me. I go, what cracks me? She goes, you slice this. I'm like, listen, if I bought a whole pie every time I went to get pizza, I would, I can't even imagine what I would look like.
Right.
And 2, I would be full. I just want 2 slices.
Slices, never thought about that.
Love slices.
I'm a pie guy. I like the pies.
I love, the great thing about slices, Joe, is when you go in certain places, when they reheat the slice up, it makes it a little more crispy. Like my buddy Angelo, who owns Luca, he's like, Brian goes, I'd rather eat my pizza reheated up as a slice than the whole pie. But he'll leave his whole pie for himself. Like he'll make me a pie, he'll put it in the oven longer.
Right.
He's been making this. You ever go to Luca's in West Pittston?
No.
Right over the bridge?
No.
It's the new spot. I got there about a few months ago. So, but Angelo Recchi, his family owns Dino's in the mall.
Okay, yeah.
Angelo used to own Angelo's in the Viewmont Mall.
Okay.
So Angelo, this is his new spot. And he's making this new pizza. Brian, you would like this. Oh, you sent me a picture of that Cheers pizza. Fucking forget about it. I got to get there.
Is it where the old Antonio's used to be?
No, up the street from Antonio's, with the old 3D barbecue, whatever it was. So you go over the bridge. Antonio's is still there.
Okay.
You go over the bridge. It's right there.
Okay.
And then the building Antonio's, they always look like they're almost like twin buildings in a way on the corner there. Like you would get them confused if you were like looking at them a second, right?
I'll have to check it out.
But he makes this thin and crispy pizza now, where it's the same dough. And his dough is 3 or 4 days old too. Like that, he lets that dough rise up. He said the reason sometimes you get really bad pizza places where they're doing a lot of business is that they don't let their dough settle. They'll make it, cook it,
Just like that.
cook it. That's why pizza is shitty sometimes.
Huh.
Make the dough, use it. No time to settle, no time to ferment, all that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
He's been teaching me about that.
Yeah.
He makes this thin and crispy pizza. He gets his regular dough, he pounds all the air out, and it's like this.
Wow.
And he puts it in the oven, extra, and it comes out. He made me one. I got there on a Saturday afternoon. I didn't eat yet. He made me one. There was 10 slices in there. I ate 7 slices right to my head.
Nice.
I brought 3 home because I was like, I don't want to be a pig. I don't know how we got on pizza. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Eight would have been over too much.
Oh, we got into that comfort food conversation about your family's restaurant. Yeah. Because that pizza there too, it was just like sandwiches and stuff like that.
No, just sandwiches, salads, and then I made soups every day for.
Where was it on Pennsylvania Avenue?
God, 100 North Penn Ave. It was right across from the Thomas E. Thomas Children and Youth, kind of right there on the corner there. The back of the parking lot was where the Citizens Voice was. So
okay, I think I'm picturing you're talking about. Used to be the chicken coop on Pennsylvania. Remember the chicken coop?
No, chicken coop was that's Wilkes-Barre Boulevard.
Oh, you're Pennsylvania. Oh, okay,
yeah.
Pennsylvania Avenue. Yeah. Okay, I was picturing the avenue as Pennsylvania. Okay, I got you. I know what you're talking about now.
Yep.
So what happened with let's close that chapter of the story. What happened with the Chill Grill?
After I gave my notice, they looked for somebody to replace me, and unfortunately weren't able to find anybody. And I think my aunt and uncle were kind of ready for retirement, so they closed the business down.
Everything was like clothes were good. Everything like they weren't mad at you about that, anything like that.
I mean,
disappointed.
I can't speak for them. I mean, I'm sure there was some kind of disappointed. But I still see them. I mean, and there's no
business is business. Sometimes if you're able to separate that, it's the best.
Yeah, I mean, and in the world of it all, and my uncle said, you got to do what's right, the best for you and your family. And so when I made this decision, I felt like that was the best thing to do for me and my family. Yeah,
good for you.
So I mean, and even that, like, it wasn't just a normal decision where I was just going to quit my job. There was always that, I feel bad because of family. Like,
sure.
Part of my personality is I never let people down. Mm-hmm. Like, and
that's a good personality trait.
And the thought of that, like, sleepless nights, I was just like, man.
So there's 2 catches with that. One, it's a good way to be. That's a good person. But also, if you're too far into it, it can hinder your own true progress. Right. I understand what you're saying. Right. 100%.
Right. Because then at that point, you can let everybody around you walk all over you because you don't want to really. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
That's the best way to put that. And sometimes that gets you in trouble, puts you behind. You know what I mean? You gotta see the bigger picture. And the person they should, if they're your family, so they seem like they were supportive of it. They have to care. If they don't, then
yeah,
really
no.
Yeah.
There's no.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
Nothing bad.
That's a big decision. So where were we in far as so you started to get, where were we with the story? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay that I started branching out, quit my job and then started, and up until that point I had only done the OGs. Mm-hmm. I was just plain and simple. And then I was like, man,
that was pretty soon.
I'm like,
bring any butter?
There's a lot of butter in them. And these are baked this morning,
you ever sit at the kitchen table with a cinnamon roll and a slab of butter?
I go.
Get the knife, Bri. Get the knife.
So I'm gonna say something on camera here and on this podcast, and not a lot of people know. I don't eat a lot of cinnamon.
No.
You
eat your own cinnamon rolls?
Yes and no. I probably will taste them like maybe 3 or 4 times a year.
Just to make sure they're so good, right?
I get such bad heartburn, man.
From cinnamon?
Yeah, cinnamon. It's a trigger for me. It's so bad. Yeah, like it feels like I'm getting stabbed in the chest. So I mean, it's.
Anything else do that to you? Just cinnamon?
Bananas. Bananas.
Really?
Yeah.
I eat 2 bananas every morning.
Funny side note.
Every morning, they have to be like just about not green anymore.
Yeah.
If they're brown.
They say that
they gotta go.
They say that bananas will actually get rid of heartburn.
Milk gets rid of heartburn for me.
But
bananas fuck you up?
There is like a 0.5% of the population that it gives them heartburn. If I had a banana here right now, I'd be hunched over and being like, okay, we're good.
I know, you're kryptonite.
Yeah, cut it off.
Give this guy a banana with some cinnamon
there's
on
banana
that.
right there. Yeah. There's a banana. There's a banana cake.
Give this guy a banana with some cinnamon on it.
Yeah.
Take your right
my
out.
God. Oh, man.
I
thought this was the safe place here.
I don't know if you happened to check out the episode where we had Scott on the episode where he brought the sauces. He brought beef jerky in. Remember the beef jerky, Bri? I almost died.
Why?
Because it was so fucking hot.
Oh, spicy.
So hot.
See, I don't get heartburn from spicy
it was
stuff.
Insane.
That's the weird thing.
I don't get heartburn.
Yeah.
I usually don't get heartburn ever. When I will get heartburn if the scenario is correct. Good example. I usually eat at my desk at work about 3:30, 3:45. Drives my boss crazy. I'm like, I'm getting this is the time I eat. You eat at 2:30?
Yeah.
I eat at 3:45.
Yeah, you do you.
Yeah, I eat at 4:45. He goes, he goes, it smells like shrimp in here. I go, it does. There's no.
Wait, are you the person that microwaves fish at the office?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Not usually fish, but anything else, I'll microwave it.
Oh, my God.
It's my office. I brought the microwave there. So anyways, what happened is I'll eat at 3:30, but then we don't start the kids class until 5.
Okay.
I'm usually not bending over or being active till about 5:15. However, if my boss, and my best friend Tyler, calling him a boss is weird because he like, don't call me your boss. You work for me. That's how it is, right?
Yeah.
It's great. And we'll practice. We'll do some jiu-jitsu. We'll train.
Okay.
But then I just ate an hour before. Then I'm bending over, constantly bending over, making everything come up.
Here comes the shrimp.
That's when I will feel heartburn.
Okay.
Maybe an hour later, I'll feel it in the heartburn.
Oh, an hour.
So give me a Tum, I'm good. But give me some milk, I'm even better.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Press the milk.
No, they actually say the milk is too acidic. It causes heartburn.
They say bananas don't cause. They say
I know,
bananas
yeah,
get
so
rid of it
that's
too.
true. What do they know?
I just drink a little bit of milk
Yeah.
and it gets rid of it.
No.
So no cinnamon for you.
No, I mean.
So when you were tasting your cinnamon buns,
Yeah.
what were you basing that off of?
What I liked.
What became the recipe that you got for those cinnamon buns? How difficult was that? Especially kind of being scared of cinnamon.
Well, not that I was scared.
You know
of
what
it.
I mean?
No,
I'm just busting you.
So many times, like even for me, like, oh, I shouldn't eat. I still eat it. Like jalapenos.
I hear that.
Like,
No, me too.
Sometimes they don't agree with me. I still like jalapenos, so I'm going to eat them. So honestly, the reason it was cinnamon rolls is because it was something that I always made for like family and friends. If we had people, come in for the weekend and stay at the house, they'd wake up and it was like, our house was like a bed and breakfast. You'd wake up and there'd be the spread,
Ooh, that's awesome.
cinnamon rolls and bacon and a fruit display. And they're like,
it's great.
Where's the tip jar? Like,
you ever meet anyone that didn't like a cinnamon roll?
Mine or just
in general?
Yeah. I mean, usually it's because people say they're allergic to cinnamon. But like I would have to say in the past 4.5, 5 years, like, sure, there's always somebody who doesn't like it or says, oh, well, this one's better. And I'm fine with that.
I hate when people fucking say that shit.
It's okay though.
There's no need. It's a way to say they don't like your product and somebody else is better. A good example is that, like, I hear what you're saying. And you have the right attitude towards that. I post a lot of food on the page on Dimate's Food Fight page, and there's a lot of hecklers on there.
Yeah,
but there's just some comments that doesn't make any sense. Like, I'll post a picture of Trey Pizza from Old Forge.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of better places than Old Forge. Okay, I'm sure there are better places than Old Forge. Why don't you add to that comment? Who's better? Why are they better? They just want to rip into it, and they didn't even taste it before. Sorry, you get. I got triggered.
Facebook is a platform for people to be big boys and big girls behind. Safe at their home. Everybody's got something to say.
Believe me, I know.
So yeah, I mean, anything I make, like if somebody doesn't, like, or if there's an issue, and this also goes back to me being a people pleaser, is has there ever been an issue with me wholesaling? Sure. Sometimes accidents happen where, something kind of falls off, or, maybe, there's a fuzz or something inside of it, or, God forbid, a hair or something like that. And it happens. It happens everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I do is, let me refund you. Let me replace your product. Let me make it right with you, because, one customer is not just one customer. One customer is the next to the last, and then the next and the next and the next. And, I wouldn't say that I'm like super successful, but I guess I am in the fact that I'm still going. But it's not because of one person or one place. It's everybody all together. I mean, it's our community of people, that has, all kind of come together to say, hey, we're going to support this guy and make his, I guess, call it a dream come true.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's great when you have that local support.
Yeah.
Because you did it right from the start. And if something happens, like you said, you make it right.
Yeah.
Some businesses don't want to make it right.
Yeah.
They'll blame the customer. They'll blame everyone but themselves. So it's being like, hey, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You're absolutely right. Let me make that right. You own up to it. That's it.
But not only that, like, it's not even about mistakes. So right there, one of the new items I brought today is a oatmeal cream pie and then a pumpkin roll. Okay, so what I do, and here's what I do when I go out to
I'm gonna nibble.
Yeah, go for it.
This is the pumpkin roll.
This is a gluten-free pumpkin roll, which I'm going to get into the gluten-free in a minute here too. So I'll go to all my wholesale customers and say, hey, listen, here's a new product. I want you to try it. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, let me know what you don't like about it, because some people only like to hear positive feedback. I like any feedback because if I get feedback that's positive, that's great. If it's negative, I don't sit there and say, oh, boo-hoo, my product sucks. How dare you say that? You're wrong about that. No, I say, okay, how can I better this? You know, if I don't know a problem about something, I can't fix it. So that's kind of how I look at things. So this right here, this is the third time I've made this.
I can't even talk. The icing. That's my favorite part of sweets, like the icing and shit like that. The cake's a bonus.
Yeah.
But there can't be too much cake and not enough icing
I'm
for me.
I'm a frosting person.
Yeah, give me frosting, more frosting to cake ratio in a way.
I always fight for the birthday cake roses.
You told me, oh yeah, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. You told me at the Wing Fling when I met you, what exactly it means. Are we at the gluten-free story yet? Or are you still continuing?
No, we can be.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're already here. You
Okay,
got into the new product.
Yeah.
Tell our listeners, I mean, people know if you're gluten-free, you're gluten-free, but it's the wheat germs inside
It's the wheat protein.
the wheat protein.
Yeah, yeah. So I went and I did the cinnamon rolls for about
Right, you got to try this, bro.
2.5, 3 years. And then I had some of my wholesale customers come and say, hey, can you make anything gluten-free? And I'm like, oh, God, I don't know. I never made anything gluten-free before, but I'll give it a try. So this,
What cookie? You gave me a gluten-free cookie to try.
that was
Chocolate chip,
that was
right?
the chocolate. So
it was amazing. It was so good.
So this right here was the first gluten-free thing that I made. So it wasn't,
It's a sugar cookie, right?
yeah, sugar cookie. So it wasn't too hard to figure out. It kind of reminds you of that, like the Loft House baked soft cookies you get at the grocery store. And I was happy with it, and people seemed to be happy with it. And kind of like the cinnamon rolls where I'd start selling them. It's like, okay, first week I had, 50 of them. The next week, 200 of them. And then the next thing I know, I'm baking 500 cookies a week. And so then I attempted the chocolate. The chocolate was probably the hardest gluten-free thing I've ever made. Because when you ask everybody, what's your favorite type of cookie? People have two answers, Oreos or chocolate chip cookies. Okay. So
Oreos are good.
they're not that good.
Well, they wouldn't be on my fucking favorite list.
Okay.
You know what
Okay.
I was saying they are good.
Okay.
But they're not going to be the first thing.
I like the frosting
Yes.
in the Oreo.
Did you see they have the Reese's peanut butter cup
I did.
Oreos now? Now, I didn't have the Oreos yet, but I had the Reese's peanut butter cups. I had them in Las Vegas. They were stocked.
I have an Oreo
The
cup.
white on top of the Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
It's the Oreo filling.
Interesting.
It's not white chocolate. It is the Oreo filling on top of the Reese's peanut butter cup.
Huh.
Then inside is the Oreo crunch cookie mixed in with Reese's peanut butter and chocolate on the bottom. Did you know that the Reese's Pieces peanut butter in the jars is completely different than the Reese's Pieces peanut butter in the candy? That's why it doesn't taste the same.
No.
You know what they do?
No.
They put in extra sugar and other stuff into the peanut butter that goes into the chocolate. They don't do that for the jarred peanut butter.
Huh.
I just saw the other day on Mashed on YouTube.
Interesting.
One, that answers my question, because the peanut butter inside the jar for Reese's peanut butter in the jar, that does not taste like it does in the chocolate.
Probably the texture too.
The textures, because there's more sugar. They add more sugar to the peanut butter for the chocolate and some other things. They give it like that little, it has like a little bit of like
They also probably make it spreadable too.
Yeah,
it's in a jar.
it's almost like the peanut butter inside the Reese's peanut. It's almost like there's a crunch to it, right?
Like a grain.
Like yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, yep.
So that's the stuff they don't add to the peanut butter in the jar.
Interesting.
Blew my fucking mind.
Wow.
Why would they not just make it the same? That's what I want.
I don't know, because everybody could start making their own peanut butter cups.
First time I ever bought the Reese's peanut butter in the jar, I couldn't wait to try it. And it tasted just like Jif.
Oh, bummer.
Anyways.
Bummer.
Anyways, I forget where we were again.
That's okay. We're at the cookie, the chocolate cookie.
Yes.
So I was all proud of my sugar cookie. I'm like, all right, I'm going to make a chocolate cookie. So
that sugar cookie was delicious.
Not bad.
No, it was delicious. Really, really. You would. I don't even know what gluten-free really fucking means. I don't know the differences. Like if you gave me this cookie and then another one regularly, I don't know which. This would probably taste better.
And that's what I tell people. So when I do a lot of my vendor shows, I'll look at gluten-free stuff, and honestly, they're kind of like, ew, gluten-free. And when I tell them, like, if I took that sticker off there and didn't tell you, you honestly would have no idea.
You blew me. Like I expected. All right, so when you gave me the chocolate chip cookie at the Wing Fling, you told me to try it out.
Mm-hmm.
I expected. One, I left it in my car on accident.
Bummer.
I had to cool it off back at my house. It was hot that day, right?
Yeah, it was very hot.
So when I got home, it cooled off. Everything went back together.
Yeah.
And I'm eating. I go, I don't even know what the gluten-free part is missing from here.
Right.
Would adding the gluten to this cookie make it taste better? Because it was really, really good. Like I was shocked by it.
So I will make that same recipe with regular flour, and there's really not that much of a difference.
What kind of flour? So is there flour in these, or they're all flourless?
No, it's a gluten-free flour. It's a blend. Yeah.
It's interesting. I can't wrap my mind around.
Well, so
the big difference for it.
So the chocolate chip cookie, and I'm going to dwell on that for a little bit because it's not just a chocolate chip cookie. So that cookie starts a day before it's made. And what I do is
that pumpkin roll. Fuck.
What I do is I take and I brown the butter.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody makes cookies at home, if you want to make a really good cookie, you brown the butter. It gives it a really nice, deep, rich, nutty flavor. So I do the night before, let it cool down completely. So there's also 4 different types of chocolate in it. So we have quadruple chocolate chip, we have brown butter, and then I buy it's Mediterranean harvested flaky sea salt. So
salt is so good.
I'm a sweet and salty type of person.
Me too.
That's just what I wanted to do. So that's what I do on the cookies. And I would probably say that of all the cookies I make, 100% the chocolate is the most popular, because when I do those, my batches of chocolate are at least 2 to 3 times the amount of the sugar and the peanut butter that I make per week. So
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Genoa Wholesale Foods, supplying quality since 1947. For over 75 years, Genoa Wholesale Foods has been your trusted partner for premium food supplies. Specializing in services to pizzerias, Genoa also caters to restaurants, bakeries, delis, and bars throughout Northeastern Pennsylvania. They proudly offer a blend of both private label and national brands, helping you find the perfect products to meet your restaurant needs. With local deliveries and the care of a family-owned business, they are committed to making your success their priority. Choose Genoa Wholesale Foods for reliable, top-quality restaurant supplies that keep your business running smoothly. Genoa Wholesale Foods, locally owned and operated for 3 generations. Call Genoa today at 570-823-6142 or visit them online at www.genoafoods.com.
They are good.
Is the chocolate chip your most cookie?
So that's probably
your most cookie. You know what I mean.
You know what I meant. Yeah.
You know what I meant.
So my most cookie is probably the chocolate, and then the cakes. So I do some gluten-free cakes here. That's a gluten-free peanut butter brownie. So I try to.
We're gonna have to try this.
I try to keep up with everybody else and do seasonal items. So right now I'm
pumpkin
running
season, baby.
I think I have some pumpkin cake there. I have a pumpkin cake with the cream cheese frosting. Yep, that's the pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
I do a apple cake with a cinnamon buttercream. There are diced Honeycrisp apples in there. It's
Sounds
super
like
yummy.
you need some ice cream with that.
Yeah, I actually had a guy this week. He reached out to me. Real quick story. His wife was turning 60. The party was last night. And he wanted this cake for her because she loved it so much. And so I'm like, all right, well, let's do it. So I took him up this, where was it at? Ricassa's in Pittston.
I was just there for the first time last weekend. We went there for brunch.
Yeah, I went in the back door in the basement. I was like, man, I'm in New York City. It was very interesting, but cool. Like everything was just like, I've worked in a lot of restaurants in my life, and like you see some of these places, and you're like, man, this is like legit. like, you know, like executive chefs. They got people in chef
There's
coach.
there's four floors.
I went into an elevator. Yeah.
I got off every wrong floor going up to the roof.
Yep.
Rooftop's nice.
Oh, there's a rooftop.
The rooftop is the roof.
No, I went from the basement to the first floor.
So the rooftop. That's where I was there for. I'll show you some pictures. We were there for brunch for my brother's birthday a few weeks ago.
Nice.
We went there for brunch. We went in there, beautiful place, but it was just brunch. It was just brunch. You can scroll left and right. If there's anything there you're not supposed to see, don't tell anybody.
Okay.
All right. But then me and
waffles.
Me and my uncle are sitting, and the roof is open a little bit, right? But the sunlight's coming right down my uncle's face. He's like this, trying to dodge it. Uncle Mark, I'll ask him to close that, right? No, my aunt and my mother and everyone was like, I go, I'll get the server to close it, right? So my aunt's busting my uncle's balls. Oh, if you're gonna have to do it, just have him do it now. I'm like, Aunt Lorraine, I'll let them know. It's not a big deal, but
yeah.
It's also a big deal that the sun is shining into his eyes. I wouldn't sit there either. You know what I mean? So we get it closed, and all of a sudden, like the temperature rose like 10 degrees out there somehow because we closed their ceiling, which isn't true at all. It's not true at all. But like everyone was like, oh, it's hot in here. And I'm just like, oh my God.
How about Pittston though? Right?
What about Pittston?
I grew
the dumpster rolling into the road.
God, I saw
How
that.
How crazy was that?
Hold on, really funny.
Bro, you saw that, right?
Yeah. Really funny story. I was taking a delivery. I was taking a delivery to Drip that day, and I was probably there maybe half an hour before that happened.
Oh my God!
And I was like, "Wait, is this for real?" So Pittston, both my grandmothers were from Pittston, so we spent our weekends in Pittston growing up, and it was always this old, just town where like no life. Some of like the best restaurants in
Main Street in Pittston.
Yeah.
And Mayor Lombardo. Man, oh man. Main Street, Pittston. You come around that bin.
It's beautiful.
It's just the murals that are painted, the way they take care of the streets, everything like that. Like my friend Carley, she has her dog grooming place over there. There's this little place right there, right by Old Rite, whatever you want to call it, right? And it's just a beautiful little town. It's just the main street it's amazing.
Yeah, they did a really, really good job on it. So
you ever have food from Sabatelli's over there? The deli?
The market?
The one that burned I was back?
No.
You gotta go. I walked in there, just this. I'm not gonna say little Italian store because it's a big Italian store, but like everything is like crunched up in there. So like everything's near each other. Yeah. And first time I walked in there, I guess their mother works the desk. She was fucking great. So nice. I go back where all the guys were back there. They make me a hoagie. Yeah. I tell them that I'm doing a food review there, and I got a picture with him, Jason, and his mother, and then the hoagie was I was doing the Italian hoagie tour at the time. Nice. So it was just. I was living in Pittston. I lived on Lower Rock Street for about 3 months. Last year when I was transitioning. Yeah. From my whatever, right? So I lived on Lower Rock Street, so I hit a lot of Pittston places, and
it's come a long way.
That was some really, really good food there. There's a million restaurants there. I still haven't tried Pizza by Athens. What's it called? Is right? Is that what it is? Pizza Althea's. Pizza Althea's. Went there once. They were closed on a Sunday because they were cleaning. But they didn't tell anybody about it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's never a good sign.
That fired me up. Yeah. That fired me up. That was we ended up going to Mutant Brewery that day up in Scranton. Okay. That was good. Nice. That was, let me tell you what, they had a smash burger was delicious. I love smash burgers. It was an authentic smash. You know what I'm going to start doing? Doing a food fight smash burger tour. And I'm going to call out every single place who markets a smash burger, but serves me a fucking burger patty.
Do you want it?
It's bullshit.
Do you need a sidekick?
It's bullshit.
Do you need a sidekick for a second opinion?
Does it fire you up too?
It fires me up because I love burgers.
Brian, am I right?
Yeah, when they're not.
Yeah.
A smash burger should be a little bit of crisp. You should be able to see through it.
Double crust. You need the crust on the top and crust on the bottom.
Yeah. It should be an automatic double. It shouldn't even be an option for a double smash burger. There should be 2 patties because you get a regular patty, cut it in half, smash them both. It's still 1 patty. Right. Don't charge me for another one. And don't charge me for a fucking smash burger when it's a regular patty.
And put it on the char grill.
Don't do it. Yeah. Don't do it. Get me all fired up. Let's make it a cheeseburger.
Yeah, just cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Yeah, call it a cheeseburger.
But Mutant had this. Mutant was good. It was like a Big Mac. It was like kind of like a version of a Big Mac. Okay. And if you're gonna make me some type of Big Mac burger, I'm gonna eat the shit out of that. Yeah. I love that shit. Yeah. Then they had the Big Mac pizza too. We didn't get that.
Hold on.
We didn't get that. But I had a Big Mac pizza somewhere though, and it was just insane.
I got to tell you something.
I want pizza right now.
You did you did the bowling alley pizza. Okay,
I just tasted it again.
I know. So
good.
Last year, I had that General Tso's pizza.
Doesn't make sense, right?
And I was like,
it shouldn't be that good.
And I was like, I was honestly like, ew.
Yes.
And my buddy was like, no, you really got to try this. So I took a bite, and I think like my eyes opened up to this whole new world of like, wow, this is really, really good.
It was like a lad, a whole new world.
it was so good. It's sweet. It's spicy. I mean, it shouldn't work, but it works really, really well. So Back Mountain Bowl, props to you guys.
And they're red. They're plain red.
Their pizza, their wings are good. Have you done wings there?
Shit, no, I haven't done wings yet.
Their wings are good.
I'm going on my way. You guys are a lot of wing guys in here. I have to get on board.
Yeah, I like pizza wings.
Give me. I'll eat wings. Give me the boneless wings.
Well, go throw 10 frames, pizza, wings, some beer.
I had a good couple scores that game. That day.
Tell you what, that's like one of the last old
old
bowling alleys.
That is old school.
Everybody else
definitely go bowling though, bro. Yeah,
I love bowling.
I was eating pizza while I was bowling. There was no signs hanging up anywhere saying, "Do not eat pizza and bowl at the same time." So we went ahead and did it.
The greasy fingers.
Jesus, in the bowl, touch the bowling ball, back to the pizza.
Oh, and the fingers in the mouth. Oh man.
Luckily, I'm not the biggest germ phobe.
Yep.
It depends on the situation. I don't like my hands being sticky. For whatever reason. I just don't like my hands being sticky. It's just, I don't know what's going on.
Does it make you feel claustrophobic?
Yeah, just like all I think about is my hands being greasy now, and I can't think of anything else.
Yeah.
Like I could be watching like God come down from the heavens, and I won't walk. My hands. Why are my hands sticky?
You'll be like, "Take me now." What is that?
Going on?
Hold on. Wait a minute here.
Why are they so sticky? So the bowling alley pizza. I was so far behind on that. Speaking of Dallas, I wanted to mention it before.
Yeah.
You know, my last episode was not today's episode, but last week, Little Lenny's.
Little Lenny's.
You know Lenny?
I don't know.
You guys got to get together.
Yeah.
You guys got to get together.
Yeah.
And do some. He is branching out. He's not opening up his new store yet. He's gonna start teaching people how to make his stuff on TikTok.
Nice.
That's his plan.
Nice.
To do videos. And I suggest him you should do like cooking shows. You should say like, hey, come learn how to make cheesecakes from Little Lenny at the Best Western at fucking 7:00 on a Saturday. Yeah. You know what I mean? Start doing that too. So we'll see what he does. But like, I wanted him to make
cake and vino.
Yeah, I want him to make some cheesecake with Laura from my sister's granola. Like, imagine that being a crust.
I could. Hold on.
That's gonna be yours.
Hold on.
If you want to dig into it,
I could use some of that stuff. So this right here.
What's going on there?
That's homemade crumb topping. This is a caramel apple crumb cinnamon roll that I make. So this is
holy shit.
Now that might work. I have to taste it, but something like that might work.
We're gonna bring those into the break room and share them with the crew. That's what I'll get into those. But let's get into your original cinnamon roll. Is that bacon on top there?
That's a maple bacon. I candy bacon on it. That's a cannoli maple bacon. It's got a pure maple syrup buttercream, and this is a chocolate peanut butter too. So these are some of the flavors that I do.
All right, we're gonna have to do those. We'll save those for the crew, and we might do a little food fight video on there.
Nice.
But Joe, let's break into the OG.
Yeah, here.
The thing that started the valley, you gave this gift to the valley, and the valley is giving you a gift back every day.
Yeah, they are. The support is just, actually it's funny. I just did
You want a cinnamon roll?
Sure.
So
Ryan's trying to be modest over there.
So some of the vendor shows that I do, I just did one for the Dallas high school football game last week. They played against Pittston area, so I set my stand up, and you donate portions of the proceeds to the cheerleaders. Oh, nice. So I go in, and it was my second time doing it, and the response was phenomenal. I had a line about 50 people deep the entire game. Oh, yeah? And then I started running out of stuff. And, but it's so nice to see people coming out and they're like, because I'll even post that. I'll post that I'm going to be at the game, and people be like, I came to the game just because I saw you were here, and,
that's fantastic. That's the shit.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to cut one in half.
No, I brought forks. I don't have any knives.
You whatever you want, Brian. Whatever you want. You know what the Pittston area and the Wyoming Valley, the Wyoming area, I guess they're the rival.
Okay.
They have the big trophy down at Lucas right now.
Oh.
I like that one. They had the team trophy. That's pretty cool.
So that's kind of like Dallas,
Dallas
and Lehman.
Like Old Forest Riverside.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
That's pretty cool. I like
that. So these are the OGs. So this is, your dough, butter, cinnamon, sugar, and then the original frosting. So, and these are pretty much at the peak as it gets here, because these were baked about, I don't even know what time it is. These were baked probably about 6 hours ago at this point. I made them this morning.
We're taking a food fight timeout right here.
Is there like a intermission nap for this guy?
Yeah. Holy shit. See, now I was saying before, you see this piece right here? Butter.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. At one of the restaurants I used to work at, we used to take the rolls that they made there and they cut them in half and then dip them in French toast batter. And then grill them. There was no frosting on them though. Then they put the frosting on after, so they made like cinnamon roll French toast.
I got a cinnamon roll French toast story. I can't name the place because they fucked up my order.
Okay.
All right. Went there one time. Had cinnamon roll French toast. It was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I was blown away by it. Had to go back the next week to get it again.
Is this a chain?
No, it's a local place.
Okay.
And I had to get it again. So we ordered it. Came to the table. It was burnt. But I didn't taste the burntness until about maybe a quarter of the way through them. Waitress came over the first time, asked how everything was. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Then I got towards the middle. I'm like, I flip it over, take the shit off of it.
Scorched.
Burnt.
Bummer.
Now, there's well done and there's burnt. Once you cross over to burnt, you taste burnt.
It's a fine line.
Yeah, you taste burnt.
Yeah.
I could deal with well done. I don't care about that, crispy, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
Pizza that way, anything, right? But when it's burnt, it tastes burnt. You taste that. And she came back over. I go, listen, everything, it's good. I had these last week. They were fantastic, but these are burnt. Like there was just nothing, it was left on the grill and then they covered it up. It's just burnt.
Yeah.
She just walks away. Well, she's like, I'm so sorry about that. I'm just like, it's fine. I'm like, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
She takes it away. Person I was with, she got done eating, come back, they dropped the check, pick up the check, still on there.
Yeah.
Nobody came to see how everything was. I wasn't going to say anything about it. I'm just like, let's just go. I'm not coming back anymore. I was really, for her to not even tell the manager,
right?
Maybe she did on the whole story, but nobody said anything about it. So when I went home, I was fired up. I didn't burn the place. I didn't name the place.
Yeah.
But I made a post saying like, blah, 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 this is what happened. The amount of restaurants who reached out to me, hey, Brian, was that my spot? Was that my spot? Was that my spot? Was that my spot? No, it's not your spot. But this message was for the restaurants in the area to be like, it wasn't a burn. I was pissed off.
Yeah.
I was shocked that this place I've gone to for quite a amount of times, that's how it was left undone.
And one bad experience will make you think twice about going back.
Not even, yes, an experience like that, yes. Now, if I had my favorite foods not be the best at some places, yes, it's a bad day. I go back. Right. Everything is fine. But there's good service. I wouldn't say that was bad service. She was a good waitress.
At that point, it wasn't even about the role. It was about what happened after that.
Yeah. I told you
corrective action.
I told you it was burnt.
Yeah.
You took half of the food away from me. I told you I was done with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then no one comes touches the table. No one says anything. Yeah. Then a lot of people are like, oh, you should have said that. You should have said that. Like, you're absolutely right. But I didn't want to. Right. I don't want to. Only thing I could have said was I could have got new French toast. I don't want it at that point.
Right.
Or I could have got it for free.
Right.
It wasn't about that. It was about it being made right. That's how good service. It was just a bad day for them. And that's fine. And I'm not going to torture them for it. I'm just going to go back, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'll tell you after the show.
Yeah, sure.
But it
how was it?
Me up. Oh, this cinnamon roll?
Yeah.
Not burnt?
Not burnt.
Nope. Brian, what do you think?
Fantastic.
Good.
This might be a black belt level cinnamon roll.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome.
I had a Grotto's pizza at the fair.
Yeah, I watched that, yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a Grotto before.
You never had Grotto pizza?
I don't think so.
What?
Maybe at the shore.
They're all over down there.
That's probably at the shore back in the day.
Yeah.
Right?
There's more Grotto pizza there than there is here.
Well, back home, I never had it at the lake. If I did, I don't remember. Maybe I was young or I wasn't a pizza connoisseur, whatever you want to call it back then.
Yeah.
But when I had it at the fair, I loved the sauce on there, so it was great. Then I came home and had it here. It's even better.
It's mildly sweet, right?
It was definitely mildly, but it's not the sweet sauce though. But they have a sweet sauce too.
Oh, Grotto does have a sweet sauce. Oh.
But I got the Grotto. I got a large tray from Grotto in Edwardsville. I'm getting ready to post a video probably tomorrow. Under $14 for the large pie, and it was fantastic.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever had it before. This cinnamon roll. Did you finish yours, Brian?
No, I didn't finish.
He's sleeping over there.
No.
He's in a cinecoma.
Grotto Pizza opened first down. Like I think it was Delaware.
It was Delaware.
Like, they're from here,
right?
But they opened in Delaware like first.
The guy worked at his father's pizzeria in
like
Harvey's
that.
Lake,
Yeah.
but it wasn't Grotto Pizza.
Grotto, yeah.
And the guy opened up the first Grotto in Delaware,
Yeah. That's why you see them down there.
and then Grotto Pizza came here.
Interesting.
Yeah. People are still correcting me, and they're still incorrect, which is funny. I just stopped arguing at some point.
I don't know how you get it. Is it different from the fair like people say it is? Well, you just said you never had it.
Mine was better. It was better than the fairs.
But have you had it like here and there?
I do have to say, so we go to Maryland every year on vacation, and the Grotto Pizza there is not exactly the same here, but I think that could be just like New York pizza, the water or what, like something's a little. It's not that it's bad; it's still good, but it's just not like. It's just not exactly the same. If you put Edwardsville or Harvey's Lake against that, it'd just be a little bit.
Oh, we're going to do that food fight.
Okay,
I'm going to go to Wilkes-Barre next, and
Nice.
Harvey's Lake after that.
Very good.
We're going to compare them all.
Yeah, I'm just going to start following you around.
I got no problem eating pizza.
Bur-
Yeah, I just need
burgers,
I need
pizza,
someone to help me eat.
Wings, yeah, I'm in.
That tray of Grotto was that Grotto pie was gone. I ate 3 slices in the parking lot doing the review in my car. Well, 1 slice for the review, and then 2 slices for myself afterwards.
Nice.
And then a slice when I got home.
1 for business, 2 for pleasure.
Yeah, a slice when I got home, which wasn't that far from there. And then I finished out the rest of the night.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a slob. You can't give me pizza, and it's not gonna survive.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
That's why if I had these sweets in my house, they would never, ever survive. You know what I mean?
There's a lot.
Yes, there's a lot.
There is a lot.
Let's get back into the sweets.
Yes.
The OG was Yoshi's cinnamon roll was insane.
Yes.
I can't even imagine what those ones over there taste like. We're gonna do it with the crew. They're gonna enjoy that. They're gonna enjoy that.
Yeah, for sure.
So the gluten-free line.
Yes.
When you got asked to make that, you said you were just like, we'll see what we could do. And then now, is half of your products gluten-free?
Right now, my business, I'm about 40% gluten-free. It went from nothing to a little bit to now, I would say it might even be closer to 50 at this point, because a lot of the new wholesale customers that I'm adding, they actually order more of the gluten-free products than they do this, not because this isn't good, but nobody else does that. And
So you're creating a niche for yourself.
correct.
great.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like cinnamon rolls and then gluten-free. So I have like a side business in my business, but it's all, so I mean, like when I first opened, I was like, oh, I'm going to be a cinnamon roll company. And I was like, okay, but now I'm not just a cinnamon roll company. I'm a bakery. Like I could, if somebody wants something, it could call me. And if I've never made it before, I make it for them. I deliver it to them, try it, make sure this is what you want it to taste like before you order it. And then they say yes, then I make it again for their event. Or if they say no, I take that constructive criticism and I say, let me better it. And then I make it for them again, try it, let's go.
Love that.
Because otherwise, in the world of customers, like I'm not looking to you, Brian, to be like, all right, I want to sell him, this cinnamon roll one time. Like it might not be the best thing. Everybody bought it. No, I want it to be something that lingers in your mouth that you think about. And every week from now until, every week, boom. I have customers that say they go to Hillside Farms every week. I have people messaging me, hey, you going to be at Hillside Farms? We're out. I was just there yesterday with the delivery. It just goes, so that's where it makes a difference, because if you make something good, you just want people to keep coming back for it, and they just keep wanting more.
Yeah.
So
Good salesman.
yeah, it's actually funny, that little side note. I didn't do it at the I didn't do it at the chicken wing fling because I had so many products there and I had a lot going on.
You did have a lot going on.
But sometimes when I do the vendor events, I'll do samples. So what I do is I take my cinnamon roll and I chop it up and I put it in a big tub and then I scoop it out and I give samples away. And it's a 2-ounce cup, but I fill the cup completely. It's actually overflowing. And I've had a lot of people say to me like, man, like that's a really big sample. And it is a big sample. It's probably 3 to 4 times as much as I should give. But in my mind, there's a theory behind that. And I see you doing it right now. So if you were to take like a tiny little bite of something, okay, it's good. You might walk away. You might buy one. You might not.
Right.
But if you have an entire mouthful of something and it covers every square inch of your mouth,
and there's more in the cup.
He's doing it.
And
see him over
more,
here? He's going like this.
And there's more in the cup too, right?
I have people coming over 15, 20 minutes later, and they're licking their teeth and licking their chops and going, okay, yeah, I thought I'll have 1 or 5 or 6 or 10. And it happens. So, and it's just to get people to try it, you know, and people seem to enjoy them, and I'm happy. And, you know, and I would have to say that of all the things that I do for the business, my favorite part of the business is when I get to do vendor shows and I get to meet people face to face and they get to meet me and have that interaction because I love talking to people. Probably the most, the same question that I'm asked over and over and over again is, who bakes this stuff? And I'm like, well, I do.
Are you the only baker?
I am the only baker. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, not true. I do have a friend of mine that helps me out every once in a while when things get.
I got you.
You know, when you're weighing, 300, 400, 500 cookies in a day. And I weigh all my cookies so everything's exactly. I don't use a scooper. Everything is exactly the same weight. That's time consuming, you know, and so sometimes you got to call in a little bit of backup to say,
I got
hey,
you. You're like De Niro in Casino.
Yeah,
I want the equal amount of blueberries
in
every muffin.
in the muffin. No, it is the truth.
And the chef goes, do you have any idea how long that's going to take? I don't care. I want equal amount of blueberries in every muffin.
Brian, I hand place every chocolate chip on those chocolate chip cookies.
No shit.
Every single one. I don't just throw them. Every single one is hand placed.
That's some good shit right there.
Honest to God, man. And it's not because, call it, it's not even OCD. I just want people to get the same thing if they go to one place to another, and they're going to enjoy it.
I like that.
Like I don't want somebody to get
unless you're using like a manufacturing plant. Only way you're going to do that is by the way you're doing it. It sounds like, right?
Yeah. And I would never use a manufacturing plant because the personal touch of knowing that every single thing is going to be made, the exact same way, and it's made with love. I mean, I love my job. I love what I do. I love the fact that I get to see my kids every morning when I'm up for a couple of hours. I wake them up. Come on, guys. Okay, Dad. Get in the bus, go to school. And then when they get home from school, I'm still there in the same spot. In my kitchen, we have a mat, and there's like 2 footprints that are just
I bet
perma feet because
your arms sore.
So the only thing that ever happens is my right hand gets sore because this is my scooping hand, right?
So you gotta stretch.
So ready for this? So every single one of these cinnamon rolls, I have a scooper that I use, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm doing a vendor event and I have 500 rolls, or even throughout the week, let's just say throughout the week I make 1,000 cinnamon rolls. So if you ever use one of those scoopers, sometimes they don't come out on the first scoop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some of the ones I have, you're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So my right forearm is in pretty good shape, and my hand is in pretty good shape. But I tell you what, it does get sore after a while.
You have to, you gotta do the reverse stretch.
Yeah. And I get my left hand. I don't know. Honestly, like sometimes I don't even, put it behind my back because I barely use my left hand.
You're gonna get overuse in your arm, like a lot of people do, like weightlifters, jiu-jitsu guys do.
Yeah,
constantly going like that, but super sore.
But as per like like my feet or my back, it's kind of working in restaurants my whole life.
Oh,
I mean, you get sore sometimes. I have an inversion table.
You roll yourself over? How's that work? Does that work out good for you?
So I bought that during COVID. Drove up to Clark Summit, bought it off a guy who was moving. It was brand new. Got it for $60.
I bought weights off somebody up in Clark Summit.
Until
Clark Summit was selling everything.
he was selling everything. Until that point, I was going to a chiropractor twice a month for as long as I can remember. I have not been to the chiropractor one time.
That's great.
Not once.
That's great.
And I don't use it every day. I use it when I feel like my neck's kind of getting sore, my back's kind of getting sore. Just, go downstairs, flip upside down for a few minutes, give myself a nice stretch, and away you go.
I rolled the wrong way yesterday in jiu-jitsu practice. The one move we were doing, my whole left side of my fucking body went numb for a quick minute. I got like a stinger. So I'm sitting in the corner like this. I'm like, okay, let's get some feeling back. We're okay.
Man.
We're okay.
For the left side too.
It was just the left side. I'm like, holy
this is where it ends.
shit. It was from here.
Are my hands clean?
Joe. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, and then when it happened, I did the wrong reaction. So my coach was showing the move for the day. And like, I'm like, I gotta let him finish. So we went around. I was like, boom, boom. I'm like, okay, let me move out. He's like, you all right? I go, no, I need to leave the mat right for a second. I just sat down for probably 2 good minutes.
Yeah.
Until the feeling came back on my fucking shoulder. I've gotten a stinger before from football when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I didn't get hit this time. I just moved my neck the
just
wrong
pinched
way.
it.
I pinched it. It was just like, I'm like, what is going on right now? But everything came back to normal.
Good.
Got right back into it. I was a little dazed for a couple minutes.
Yeah. See the little purple.
Yeah. Oh my God. You play any sports back in the day?
Back in the day. For a little while, I was kind of into hockey for a little bit. And
That's pretty cool.
And I used to go up to the place in Pittston, Icebox.
Brian, you play hockey, right?
Yeah, I used to go up to the Icebox on my days off, and I used to go up there and, skate around, and never skated a day before in my life, so I taught myself how to skate, forwards, backwards.
I never knew hockey existed because I lived in Old Forge.
Yeah.
And back in the 80s and 90s, you didn't come down this way unless you needed to.
Yeah.
So it seemed like anyway.
And then played some basketball, growing up, and but nothing now. I mean, unfortunately, it's kind of one of those things where somebody's like, "Hey, do you want to go skiing?" And I'm like, "Well, I do kind of want to go skiing, but if I fall and I get hurt, like, who's gonna make the dough?" So it's kind of like one of those things where I got to be real careful now.
Yeah.
So like we do fun things like go-karting where it's like
go-karting's a good time.
Leahy, we go to Leahy.
Fuck yeah.
Kids to Leahy.
Yeah. I grew up going to Leahy, and I grew up coming down this way to Riches.
Oh, Riches.
And every time you come down this way was to go to Riches, and then there used to be a family fun zone where the bottle company is now. 17's bottle company.
Oh yeah, Play Plaza.
Play Plaza.
We used to have birthday parties there.
Yeah.
We found a cheat code.
Yeah.
Ever laser tag in the basement?
Oh really?
You get shot. You're like, oh, I only have like one more kill left. You go, you unplug the thing, and you plug it back in. And the guys would be like, you can't do that. And we'd be like, shooting people.
We sure can.
Yes, we can.
And then when I got the driving age, we used to come down this way to go to Magical Gardens, the head shop.
Oh,
in Wyoming.
Yeah, okay.
In Wyoming, there's no like. Brian laughed. Yeah. 18 years old, walking in there buying a 3-foot bubble bong.
Oh my gosh!
I have that up there. You have your ID? She was so mean. So what's something?
Is that place still there?
No, I don't think it's there anymore. It's definitely not there anymore.
Liquor store now, maybe.
It's nothing. The building is still there, but it's definitely not Magical Gardens anymore. But man, oh man, oh man, that's a flashback and a half. Rich's golf course. Driving the avenue when I was younger, was like coming down to a different planet.
Yeah,
because I grew up in Old Forge, so we always went to Scranton, Dixon City, up the island.
Okay.
If we ever came down this way, I got lost. I remember when I was 18 years old once, I got lost in Wilkes-Barre over probably by your old restaurant there, that one Turkey Hill, the whole area up there.
Yeah.
Was at my friend Don's house, and there was no GPS, nothing like that. And my one friend who drove there left, so I had to drive, whatever. Didn't know what was going on. We got lost. Like, I couldn't find the highway from there.
Top Dog?
Top Dog was this shit. I was never in the Wilkes-Barre Top Dog.
Wait, there was more than one Top Dog?
There was one in Dixon City.
What?
It's a billiard place now.
I didn't know there was.
So if you're on the way, if you're going to Dixon City, you go past the mall.
Yeah.
You go past the mall, and then up on you go past Five Guys Plaza.
Yeah.
And then up on the little mountain there.
Where Wegmans used to be? Or Wegmans is?
Way before that. Right past Five Guys.
Okay.
There's that fitness place. There's that fitness headquarters.
Okay.
That plaza, right behind that, it's a billiard shop. It's a billiard place now. That was Top Dog.
Wow.
Gigantic.
I just found a whole bunch of Top Dog tokens.
So I had You know Josh Balls?
No.
He owns the Ritz in Scranton.
I know the Ritz. Yeah.
So he owns the Ritz in Scranton. He owns Port Dark Nor. I always say the name wrong. He owns Strange Brews down this way, root beer, all kind of stuff, right? He said he reached out to the owner of Top Dog, who owns the rights and the names to it.
No.
Tried to buy it off of him. The guy told him to go fuck himself.
What is he going to do?
Oh, no. He must not want anyone else to have it.
Just call it something else.
Probably you could probably call it Top Dog if you really wanted
It's
to.
called hot dog.
Yeah. The wiener dog. The top wiener.
Oh
wiener.
my God.
Yeah, but he thought about, bringing that back. That would do great right now.
Oh man.
That'd be really cool.
That was Saturday mornings to me. And I used a couple of the girls that I used to work with, they would always laugh when I do this. So you went to Top Dog, of course, right? And the first thing you did is you walk in and you order your food. And you go up to the counter and you tell them, okay, I remember I ordered as a kid, a cheeseburger, ketchup only, right? And they had that little microphone there. And the guy would go, cheeseburger, ketchup only. And then you go up to the back. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then you go get your food and you sit down and you start playing. I mean, that was Saturdays.
39-cent cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
I used to get out of school for lunch, for an hour for lunch. So we either went, it was not go back a lot. So at the time, Pizza Hut was up there too.
Okay.
They had the buffet.
I do remember the Pizza Hut buffet.
So there's a Pizza Hut in Tunkhannock right now.
I know there is.
I am so overdue for some content to go there, right? But we used to get out of lunch, go get out of school for lunch, 11 o'clock, get back for noon. We would drive to Dixon City, Pizza Hut buffet, smoke weed, Top Dog, and skip school. All the time.
Best day ever.
All the time.
Oh my God.
I missed so much school that it was a miracle I graduated.
Wow.
I threatened to come back in my senior year, Joe. I failed math and history for the year because I didn't care about school. I didn't put any effort into it. History teacher told me if I got a 90 or higher, she would give me a passing grade. I got a 96. She thought I cheated. She goes, "This is unbelievable." I go, "No. What's believable is I actually studied.
Yeah.
I read 3 chapters. I mean, I'm not stupid. I'm lazy. I'm not stupid." So she failed me. I kind of failed myself for being a jerk off the whole year, but don't tell me you get a 90 or higher and then you'll be good.
And then take
accuse
it
me
back.
accuse me of cheating. Crazy.
Yeah.
And the math teacher, I just failed. But they told me I had to go to summer school. They'll give me my diploma after summer school. They're like, you won't graduate with your friends. I was a little bastard in school. Like I was checked out. I needed to get out of there.
Kids being kids.
I failed my freshman year. I had to repeat my freshman year. I tried to pick up all my bad habits, everything like that, right? So I was a little punk. But I told them, we're getting real off tangent here. I told them that I go, I don't know, I'm not going to summer school. I'll come back next year and graduate with my friends. I had a lot of friends that were juniors.
Oh yeah, my new friends.
My other friends that were juniors I grew up and played football with. They're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I looked into it. You can't stop me from coming back.
Right.
So I'm just gonna come back next year."
Oh my gosh. And we better pass him.
One day later, Mrs. Szymanski, God bless her heart,
valedictorian.
She goes, Brian, be at practice tomorrow for graduation. I go, what do you mean? She goes, just be at graduation practice, Brian. It's all over. She goes,
nice.
And then
good for you.
I graduated. I got out of there, and I was able to apologize to people when I got older. Like I realized the mistakes I made.
We've all done,
and that helps me be a better person now and a better coach to all the young kids that I do teach.
Yeah.
Even the teenagers that come in. One specific one's trying to get out of the school he has to go to right now because he's a little bit of a troublemaker, and he was that close to getting out of it, and then something happened. He set himself back, but.
Yeah. Hey, man.
You're only 15, 16 years old. It's time to keep going.
No, just like I said, if you don't fail, you can never better yourself. And that's not just in business, that's in life, man.
Absolutely, man. I had my own failures that pretty much led to this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? God knows where I'd be right now if I just didn't fail my freshman year. I went to Culinary Institute to go to cooking. That was my plan.
Get out.
I was going to go to Voltech my junior year, my sophomore year for cooking. Mm-hmm. And then I wanted to go to either the cooking school in Pittsburgh or the Culinary Institute, whatever my family could have afforded, right?
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I failed my freshman year, started hanging out with different people, started working in the restaurant, I was a cook in the restaurant or in the restaurant business. I'm like, thank God I didn't go to school to be a chef because they're all nuts.
But you know what though, man?
Kitchen work's crazy too. I worked in the kitchen for a long time. I worked in the line for a couple of years. I know what it's like. And one of them enjoyed it.
I was just talking to somebody, actually a couple of chefs that I know, and going to school like that, to those big schools, good for you. But in the food industry specifically, just experience. experience is
Yes.
the best. Just experience, man. My brother-in-law, he's not trained professionally at all, and he has his own restaurant in Kingston, and they're doing so good.
What's that?
Bistro 174.
I have over there in the corner.
Yeah, that's my brother-in-law.
It's
Chris.
been on my list, bro.
Yeah.
I used to get Chinese food over there, but
Yeah,
not
no,
anymore.
he does he's very, very talented.
I check that place out.
I mean, honestly, you check it out. It's so.
Well, it's
so
a neighbor.
good.
I consider that's my neighborhood there. I live around Pierce Street, so that's like my neighborhood. So I kind of.
We're on Pierce Street.
I live by Goldstein's.
I grew up on Dawes Ave.
I live like. But I'll give you my exact address. Yeah. I live across the street of Goldstein's on Pierce Street.
Oh, that's so funny.
Down there, yeah.
I was born and raised in Kingston.
Moved there last year.
Nice.
Well, I lived on Bennett Street for a couple of years. That's why I mentioned House of Nutrition earlier.
Oh, yeah.
So I lived when I moved to Kingston about 3 years ago, I moved to Bennett Street. And I lived there for a couple of years. Somebody stole the wheel off of my car in M&T Bank's parking lot. The wheel.
Just one.
In the middle of the night.
Well,
Thanksgiving morning, I woke up and my wheel was gone off my car.
they needed a tire more than you
They
did,
left
man.
the car in the ground. My friends were like, "Oh, that sounds personal." I'm like, "No, personal is just slashing my tires."
Yeah,
Stealing the wheel, they needed it.
they needed it.
Why only one though?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. $5,500 in damage.
Oh,
They just dropped it.
they just dropped it. Oh my gosh.
Just dropped it. 3 months to get my car back. That's when car parts were hard to find.
Wow.
Outrageous, bro.
Wow.
Outrageous. Kingston's very nice. All right, anyways, I'm not even sure. Are we still talking about your products?
I don't know. I don't. It's totally fine.
We definitely. Oh, I know. Yeah, it's all good, brother. If you're still listening this far into the episode, I appreciate you. God bless you for the follow. If you're listening now, you're all in. You're all in.
So the next thing, if you want to try it, so this is a new item, and this is kind of one of those things. Yeah,
A sandwich here.
Yeah. So that is my take on a oatmeal cream pie. So everybody knows the little Debbie oatmeal cream pies, and my sister was just telling me that
They made double-decker ones.
they do, but she was just telling me, and this is really funny. I just started making these, and she said that her and her boys are going down. They have a camper. They go down to North Carolina, and they wanted these oatmeal cream pies. So she bought them, and she said that there's like 50 ingredients.
Oh, yeah.
Like 50.
Someone just told me there's 55 ingredients in a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
I believe it.
I looked it up. About 40 of them are regular ingredients, like, salt and pepper.
Oh, okay.
So how many? So 50 ingredients in Little Debbie's.
Yeah.
What we got going on in here? In Little Joe's?
10,
10?
maybe.
All natural?
I don't know. I think I have a sticker on it. Yeah. So, I mean, it's, flour, sugar, butter, cinnamon, salt.
Nothing I can't read. That's the best part about it.
Yeah.
Every ingredient I can
Oh,
read.
yeah.
I see some fluffernutter in here. Some fluff.
So it's kind of fluff. It's not, yeah.
I would have told you right off the bat.
So when I first made them, it was just like a straight like buttercream. But then the problem with the buttercream was it was too crumbly. So then talking to actually my brother-in-law Chris at the bistro, he said that they made them at the restaurant and they put a little fluff in it, and fluff is already gluten-free. So I added it to it, so it's a little bit more creamy than it was.
This is gluten-free too?
That's gluten-free too.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I somehow I have found a way to make it just taste like it's normal stuff, like it's good stuff. Like, again, you were like, that's gluten-free? You would have no idea. It just looks like a big, delicious cookie.
Oh, my God.
Incredible. I love oatmeal cookies.
Shit.
Good, yay?
Yeah, I'm
good,
tapping
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm happy with those. I'm very happy with them.
There's still more.
The good test will be Marina out there. She's gluten-free.
Oh, that's really good.
You want to bring her in?
Yeah, bring her in.
Should I bring her in?
Yeah, I'd love.
Bring her in.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So, and the great part about this is, like, I think there's only been like one thing so far that I haven't been able to even attempt to duplicate. Somebody said, "Can I do gluten-free cannolis?" And like, since gluten-free dough doesn't have the stretch,
You can't make the shell?
you can't make the shell.
I got you.
But there may be a way around it. But I just haven't gotten there yet.
I'm curious. I'm sure someone that's listening, maybe they could chime in, help you out.
Yeah.
I'm curious on what this fucking tastes like if it wasn't gluten-free. Would it be better?
I don't know.
I can't imagine.
I don't know because none of these items
better.
I don't make for the business. I don't make regular, like all the cakes and like. So my wife and daughter are both gluten-free, and now gluten-free has definitely come a long way in the past couple of years. But I would say like even as far as like 4 or 5 years ago, you were to buy something gluten-free, it was just dry and cakey and just like ugh. So this stuff is good.
Yeah, it's
like
amazing. She coming in?
Yeah, she'll be in.
I'm super proud of that stuff, and it makes me feel good when people are like. They'll message me or even the guy with the cake. He's like, we buy your stuff at the farm stand up in Dallas. They say we get it there all the time. And, of course I say, well, thank you so much for supporting my business. What can I do for you? And he's like, she had this apple cake and she's had celiacs for 30 years back before they even knew what celiac was. Mm-hmm. And she loves it. The pumpkin roll, my wife she's gluten-free and she's dairy-free. Yeah. She can't have either. So the frosting in that has dairy in it. So the other day I made one just for her with a dairy-free version of the frosting. And she came down into the kitchen and I had it sliced there. And I said, hey, there's something in there for you. And she's like, what is that? And I'm like, I made it for you. And she's like, that's dairy and gluten-free. I'm like, yeah. And she took a bite and she has not had pumpkin roll in 5 years. Just the waterworks started, man.
Oh, yeah?
Crying. And she was like, I can't believe this is so good. And so
that's something else.
Yeah. So I made her a whole roll. We sliced it up and put it in the freezer. I'm like, okay, nice. You're rationing it now. But yeah, and that's the other cool thing about owning my own business is like, I don't have to answer to anybody. Mm-hmm. Like if I feel like waking up some days and some days, like even, and this happens to me all the time. I'm like, all right, I have the afternoon off. I'm just going to, maybe take a nap, take it easy, catch up on some rest or do some kind of paperwork or, I'll be like, wait, I'll go in the kitchen and I'll just think of something, right? Pumpkin roll. This is a true story, right?
Come on in. We have gluten. We have all your gluten-free lineup here for you.
He has a ton of gluten-free stuff.
Really?
Yeah, you have to try it because you're the gluten-free.
Oh my
Come
gosh.
on, get in there.
Everything on this
side of the table.
So me and Brian been eating. This is oatmeal cookie.
Oatmeal cream pie.
Try it. Nothing that wasn't bitten into. That's all broken apart. It's quite something.
Put you on the spot. I said Marina's gluten-free.
This is so good. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
What else do we have here?
The cookies
what's really funny? Do you have a twin brother, Michael? I'm related to you. You're
Welcome to Family Feud.
Your mom Missy's my cousin.
Oh my God.
Welcome,
Joe.
Joe, we're related. You do look really
Yeah,
familiar.
yeah,
You look like
yeah. Sally's my mom.
You want to sit down? You want to sit down?
She said the name, and I'm like, wait a second, I know this girl.
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that is pumpkin roll. And then I got a couple of cookies and some cakes. So yeah, all that.
Pumpkin roll has been invaded by me though, but the sugar cookies and this is something else. He said this was the first thing you ever made gluten free.
That was the first thing I made gluten free.
He gave me. I met him at the Wing Fling, and he gave me one of these cookies, and it was just I took it home after we got back together, and it was just amazing.
Yeah,
I didn't survive the heat.
It's so hard to find gluten-free stuff.
This is the stuff.
This is it. Yeah.
Okay.
I told a few people that were gluten free to come take your stand out. Take whatever you want.
Yeah, take something.
Take whatever you want.
If you're looking at a cake, my personal favorite cake, even though I don't eat the banana cake's the bomb because the frosting's really, really good.
I bet it is.
It's a brown buttercream. It's super yummy.
We'll have more stuff for the rest of the crew in a couple minutes when we finish up.
These aren't gluten free. No, just that stuff over there. Yeah. So I make them, but I only make them twice a year. And I only make them twice a year because they are the biggest pain in the butt to make. I post on Facebook. I take pre-orders.
Yeah.
Once I get to a number that I know I'm going to make, I cut it off. And then I get myself all set up to do them. And honest to God, the whole time I'm making them, I sit there and I just complain. I'm like, why do I do this? Why? Because it's the dough. Like you can't gluten-free flour and yeast doesn't do very well together.
Okay.
So the more doughy you make something, when it cooks, it's going to be hard.
I got you.
So this dough for the cinnamon rolls, for the gluten-free, it's so sticky that you would go berserk because you're just
Oh
covered.
yeah, I can already see my hands. Nothing the world could burn around me. Get these hands off.
You cut them with a knife, and the knife just pulls out, and it's just like, it looks like cheese on pizza because it's just so sticky.
Oh, fuck all that.
It's awful.
I don't blame you. That would drive me crazy. At least you do it though.
I do.
You give some people a taste.
Christmas time.
Yes. Merry Christmas. Tell you what, it's gonna be Christmas tomorrow.
3 months
the time
today.
Time. I love
My
it.
daughter told me this morning. I'm like,
Time
oh
goes
my
by
God.
so fast that it's unbelievable that it's already end of September and October. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But Joe, this was great.
Yeah, man, this is
This
fantastic.
was a #delicious episode.
Yeah.
So I got some closing questions out for you before we're done, all right?
Yeah, let's do it.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food. Anything I don't have to cook. That's a true answer.
That's a true answer?
Mhm.
I need a real answer.
Oh my God.
It's a good, tell you what though, as an
I'm
ex-chef, I know what you mean.
right.
But you got to have something that you're just like, give me that right now.
I'm a pizza and wing guy.
Pizza?
Just, yeah.
If you had to choose pizza or wings?
Pizza.
Pizza? From where? Bonus question.
Oh boy.
Name your top spot.
My top spot. Pizza.
Red pizza.
In the back mountain, like Leggio's has a good pie.
Leggio's is one of my, I get Leggio's right across the parking lot.
Is it the same here as
Yeah, the
that?
same owners.
Yeah,
Same
but
owners.
does it taste the same from place to place?
I don't know.
Leggio's has a good round pie.
I've only had Leggio's. I'm assuming it's probably the same pizza, right? No, I mean, same owners, same
Yeah, Sal,
recipes.
yeah.
I'd imagine there's something gonna be maybe a little bit different, but it's a good pie. It's a unique crust going on there. It's different. It's a little different.
I like their cheese too.
Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah.
Oh, the way it sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say that if I was gonna stop and get a tray of pizza on the way home today, it'd probably be
Yeah. Leggio's does a good round pie. Shout out to Leggio. I have to agree. What food could you eat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Specifically.
What food could I eat 24 hours a day, 7 days?
Like a certain dish, certain hoagie. It's the only thing you could eat the rest of your life is 24/7.
Oh my
24
God,
hours a
I was
day
just
a week.
talking to my kids about this, and I told them, I said, if we're ever on a game show, you need to answer this question. And I don't remember what I told them. I forget my own answer. Oh, God. Like I'm just going to give a generalized statement. Barbecue.
Barbecue?
I'm a barbecue guy. Like I like ribs, brisket, pulled pork. I made pulled pork yesterday.
If you had to choose between those 4 barbecues, which one you choosing? It's a food fight right there.
Brisket if it's done right.
Fuck yeah, I love brisket.
If it's done right, though.
What's your last meal? You're on death row.
Last
Because
meal.
you stabbed somebody with the gluten-free cinnamon bun knife, and now you're on death row. Making cinnamon buns the rest of your life.
Split pea soup. So no. If I had to pick a last meal, it'd probably be my mom's lasagna.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
My answer is my mother's eggplant parm.
Yeah, my mom, she makes some good lasagna.
Not too many mom answers for the last meal.
Yeah.
Usually it's a glutton meal, all types of stuff. I asked all these not crazy people. They were all great. I asked about 35, 40 people on Fremont Street in Las Vegas what their last meal would be. And the first 20 interviews, the microphone wasn't hot, so I barely got any volume out of half of them, which really sucked because they were the more interesting people. So when we found out the microphone wasn't working properly, like I almost folded up shop. I was like, oh my God, that was an hour long. I took a deep breath, got the game, regrouped, and we got some really good interviews. But I was following this one guy. So like he walked by, I'm like, sir, he just walked by. I was like, no, I feel my dumb ass. I follow him. He looked at me like he was going to kill me. So I just walked away. I'm like, okay, bro. So I come back. My 2 buddies I was with, they're cops. He's like, all right, Brian, let's just not follow anybody.
Yeah.
Walk up to them. If they stand there, they stand there. If they walk away, come back.
Right.
Okay, good deal. It was a lot of fun though. I had a blast here, Joe. This is great.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much.
Before we stop, a couple quick things.
Yeah.
You're gonna be going home. We see our my table sponsor products here. Okay.
Awesome.
We've been looking at my sister's granola the whole time, so that bag is gonna be yours as well.
Sweet.
We got the Happy Boy sauce. That is something else right there. That's I I wouldn't consider it a wing sauce. I wouldn't consider it Tabasco sauce, but it's right in the middle.
Okay.
For my opinion, all right? So you could take that, a scotch sauce right there.
Sweet.
And then we have, speaking of sweet, we have our Carol and Janelle's bottle sauce. Our Carol and Janelle's down in Old Forge, Pennsylvania. They started bottling up their sauces. You're familiar with them. We got tomato sauce. We have sweet sauce pizza sauce. So Old Forge is entering the sweet sauce pizza game.
Yeah.
It's a game changer right there.
Yeah.
So they make a thin crust pizza. Our Carol and Janelle's. Yeah, regular round, squared Old Forge style pizza, but thin crust.
Thin.
It's just half of their dough for the small one.
Gotcha.
So they use the big dough for the big one.
Yeah.
For the small one, for the thin one, they just use a half of the dough, and it's something else. And they got the regular pizza sauce. All right. Yeah, this is a great episode.
Awesome, man.
Please tell all the listeners where they can find your products.
So if you wanted to place an order directly with me, you could call or text 570-407-0358. You could also find me on Facebook, Cinnfully Sweet, Instagram, Cinnfully_Sweet. And if you wanted to just pick up something quick on the fly, I do sell all throughout the area. I sell from Scranton to Berwick to Wilkes-Barre to Tunkhannock, also out to Towanda. So I'm really branching out where I sell. So if you needed something, quick and you didn't want to have to wait for me to get it to you, feel free, call me, text me, and I could tell you the quickest and easiest way to get anything that you need. Or you could also, make a special order, because when it comes to the gluten-free stuff, I'll make the gluten-free people who are listening right now, you have an idea, you give it to me. If there's something you haven't had in years, I will make that for you and make your life a little sweeter.
Love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. Oh, so you know all about the Tunkhannock Pizza Hut because you're up there.
I do. Yeah.
I might have to come on a delivery road trip with you one day.
Let's do it, man. I'm going tomorrow.
Are you going tomorrow?
I'm going tomorrow.
You going to Tunkhannock tomorrow?
I'm going to Tunkhannock tomorrow, yeah.
In the morning?
In the morning,
Oh,
yeah.
man,
They won't
listen,
be open.
if I didn't work Friday morning at the gym, I would come on deliveries with you. We would circle back.
Okay.
That'd be a lot because you go to a lot of spots. That'd be some really good content for both of our pages. That is something that we could definitely look into.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm usually Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. I'm around for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I could change my schedule, man. I'm my own boss.
We could definitely figure it out. Maybe we do it the week that our episode comes out.
Okay.
And we could promote it, go in the place.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Awesome.
That'd be a really, really good time. All right, Joe. Thanks so much for coming
man.
on. I think so since my next guest canceled, I just kept on fucking talking. But like, yeah, you have. I want to thank all of my listeners. I want to thank my sponsors. Without you guys, Food Fight isn't going to be here. All right, Joe. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it. All right. Very nice.